that's a memory that will last a lifetime.
Well, you received a great ovation from the crowd, and every single Ranger on the bench and on the ice, when you were introduced, stood up and they were banging their sticks for Suzuki, Caulfield, Bolduc, Matheson, Carrier for the Canadiens. Here's JT Miller, cross ice, Braden Schneider stopped by Fowler.
Rangers playing on their toes here. JT gets away with one at the offensive blue line. Schneider comes into the try.
Pittsburgh, they've been outstanding on the road, 9-3-2 away from home this season. As Zibanejad drops it back for Panarin. Here's Mika Zibanejad, stopped by Fowler. And then the puck sent just wide by Lafreniere. Fowler without a stick.
Mika Zibanejad comes off the bench and darts into stick in the right position. Around he goes, dishes, and then heads to the net. The thing about Fowler that...
Matheson battling for the puck. Carrick over for the Rangers. Out to Schneider at the right point. Fowler hangs on to it. Now Sherry back down low for Miller. Onto the stick of Sherry. Out to Schneider. Schneider shoots, and that's turned aside by Fowler.
Puck in the air. Susie did a nice job of batting it out of the air. It just went a little short on the left side.
Here's Panarin, defended by Gallagher. Panarin in front to Zibanejad. This is Engstrom. He's knocked to the boards by Will Cooley, playing his 200th National Hockey League game. Puck kept alive by Laba. Shot by Robertson, stopped by Fowler. Puck flipped it to the corner. Suzuki is on it there. Centering pass bounces away from Caulfield. Comes to Matheson. Plays catch with Caulfield. Back out for Bolduc. The first shot by a Montreal Canadien is blocked aside by Igor Shesterkin.
A healthy scratch against Pittsburgh. Back in the lineup. Tough guy in the league's got himself a goal here. Montreal 2, the Rangers nothing.
Oh, off the post from Suzuki.
Unlike the team that was here last, did not do that on a celebration night.
Very class.
Our condolences to the family.
He finished his career with the Rangers in 74-75. That is off behind Shesterkin. Trocheck shouldered by Matheson. Former teammates in Florida. Out it comes to Zibanejad. Shoots, deflected by Trocheck, and the save by Fowler.
They're going to do that. You have a defender out there now from the Rangers standpoint.
Shot by Gavrikov. Puck loose. Radish looking for it. Fowler lost his goal stick. It's behind the net. Puck deflects away from Gavrikov. Here comes Evans. Moving it on Shesterkin. And pressure from Gavrikov forced Evans to shoot it wide.
Yeah, it's a good job by Gavrikov. Now that puck kind of rolling and bouncing around a little bit on Evans. But Gavrikov does a good job getting back.
Sherry had the puck taken away, and then he kept it in the zone for Will Cooley. Cooley to the net. 2 opportunities. Laba scores! It was stopped initially, and then beat Fowler. Rangers are on the board.
As does Laba. In goes Cooley. Puck wanders its way. 1 swipe, 2nd swipe. And the Rangers pulled it within 2 here on the power play. And I think that's the Rangers have to get that mentality when it comes to offense.
Now here's Panarin. Panarin moving it on Fowler. And he draws a penalty or a penalty shot. Let's see. It will be a penalty shot.
Now again, Panarin's in all alone. I mean, yeah,
so Fowler in his 2nd NHL game facing a penalty shot. Here comes Panarin down the left side. Panarin to the net. Score!
Talk about patience being a virtue. This is a good example here. That makes his forehand to the middle of the ice. Drags it across, and then off the post it goes ping, ping.
With Montreal leading the Rangers 3-2. Texier moves it on his right. Gallagher. Gallagher shot blocked by Susie. It was great to visit, Dave, with some of the alumni, many of your former teammates between periods. Saw Sam Rosen, John Davidson. Saved by Shesterkin on the redirect in those situations. But he feels that in recent games he's been hanging on to the puck, taking it into the dirty areas, and we saw it there. There's Robertson with a shot. Now Cooley looks to back it in. He scores! Will Cooley from a tough angle. His 2nd point of the night, and the Rangers pull to within a goal.
Going on in the front of the net. I might as well throw it there. And that's going to go off of Blaine Hudson's skate, it looks like. The left skate. Let's take a look here around the crease. Around the crease. There's an awful lot going on.
Now Matheson chasing with Sherry. Sherry cuts it off behind the net. Sherry back out to the point. Push up by Robertson. Save. Rebound. Score! JT Miller. You called it, Dave. Tied at 4.
In it goes. Sherry does a really good job of anticipating where that puck's going. He stays with it. And now Miller's going to sneak out of the traffic and just...
You had him or he had you? Now it's Panarin. Artemi Panarin comes to the middle. Shoots and it's gloved. We tied the game at 4. Here is Sherry. Dropping it back for Trocheck. Trocheck shoots off the post. Robertson fires. Stick saved by Fowler. Now Matheson up the left wing boards. And the Canadiens clear.
Once again, a goal post after really 2 efficient passes getting out of the defensive zone.
Trocheck battling with Bolduc. They were going at it with one another. Here's Texier into the Ranger zone. Now Beck in with a shot, and that's gloved. And yes, Shesterkin may have been credited with a tackle there. Snyder in with a shot, knocked down and covered by Fowler, and then he sends it on back, so play continues. Here's Suzuki. Now Caulfield, University of Wisconsin product, brings one off the goalpost. Out to Noah Dobson. Shot misses the net. Long shift in the Ranger zone. Now Valeno out for Gallagher. Saved by Shesterkin from Carrier. Puck cleared out by Valeno. Knocked down by Borgen. Here's Miller. JT Miller in with a shot, and that's knocked down by Fowler. Puck held in by Robertson for Miller. JT Miller scored the 4th Rangers goal back in the 2nd period. Down to 13 minutes remaining. Battle for the puck continues. Played by Trocheck. Back out for Borgen. Here's JT Miller. Miller for Trocheck off the post. Puck controlled by Panarin. Panarin in across the Montreal line. Panarin shoots, saved by Fowler. Sent in deep by Gavrikov. Back up the boards. Lafreniere to Panarin. Panarin shoots through a screen, saved by Fowler. Slavkovsky now spins on Lafreniere. Here's Kapanen for Demidov. Back to Kapanen. Shoots. Glove save. Shesterkin, he covers. Now Caulfield with it. Here's Suzuki. Nick Suzuki back out for the point. Hudson. Suzuki shoots wide. Demidov along the wall. Puck flipped ahead by Zibanejad. Panarin gets to it. Shoots. Saved by Fowler. Rangers and Ducks here at the Garden on Monday. Highly entertaining game here tonight. Puck rolls in on Shesterkin. Back of 9 and back to pick it up. Now JT Miller.
That defensive switch has continued here to about early in the 2nd period. Susi and Vakanainen playing together.
From a tough angle, Caulfield threw it off the side of the cage. Now it's Bolduc. Bolduc from long range missed the net. And then the puck sent into the crease. That is covered. Down to the final 2 minutes of regulation. Rink-wide pass, Suzuki. Suzuki in with a shot, and it's held by Shesterkin. Long pass, moving in with a shot, and missing the net was Robertson. Here comes Kapanen. Missed the net. Back to Panarin. They switch spots. Panarin looking. Panarin down low. Takes the return. Saved by Fowler. It went Panarin, Miller.
And a give, right? Whack to the net. As Miller presents his stick. And he immediately moves.
Zibanejad with the puck. Watched by Suzuki. Trocheck setting up in front. Panarin for Trocheck. Back out to Zibanejad. Now Miller fires and scores! He scores!
Wow, did this thing get to the back of the net in a hurry? Power play off possession. Vinny Trocheck to Panarin and boom! Short side. 5-4 Rangers in overtime. Back of the net. One more time, folks. That put the nail in the Montreal coffin. The Rangers celebrate.